Hello everyone, in this video I am going to explain about IoT architecture. So according to the architecture, it is classified into three types. First one is direct integration pattern, second one is gateway integration pattern, and third one is cloud integration pattern. So first we will see about direct integration pattern. So in direct integration pattern, you can see that things are connected to cloud. So as I already told, things are nothing but hardware, which means processor and sensor. So your processor may be Arduino, Raspberry Pi and Node MCU. For example, you have one Arduino board along with temperature sensor. That is, you have one Arduino board and one temperature sensor. So look at this picture. So this sensor is connected to the Arduino, and this sensor will continuously sense the temperature and sending data to the cloud. So in order to pass the data to the cloud, we need to have an internet connection. So for Arduino, that is in case of Arduino hardware, to pass the data to cloud, we require a GSM module. So we have to put a separate SIM card to access the GPRS connection using either 3G network or 4G network. So for single hardware, what we require, one Arduino board and one temperature sensor and along with GSM module. So whatever data we are getting using GPRS, we can send the data to the cloud. So next one is the gateway integration pattern. So things are connected to intermediate router. This is called gateway. So the role of the gateway is whatever data collected from different things will be passed to the cloud. So most of the present day application, that is current scenario IoT based applications, based on this configuration, that is gateway integration configuration. So let me explain the advantages of gateway integration pattern over direct integration pattern. So in direct integration pattern, so again come back to the example, that is one Arduino which is connected to the temperature sensor, and each hardware requires one SIM card. So just imagine the agriculture field application, that is 10 acres of land. So GSM model, so we are for GSM model, the SIM 900, the cost wise is 1000 rupees. So consider 10 acres of land. So for every 100 meter we need to place one hardware. We need to place one hardware if we are adopting this direct integration pattern. So what happened to the cost wise? So hardware, that is your Arduino board with sensor, cost around 500 rupees, and your GSM, that is the GSM model, we require GSM model in order to transmit the data. So that is cost around 1000 rupees. So totally 1500. Apart from this, we need to put a SIM card. So it is a 10 acres of land. At least we require 500 nodes. For each node we require one SIM card. So totally 500 SIM card. So this scenario is not possible because Indian government will provide 5 SIM card for each company. So cost wise it will be more compared to gateway integration pattern. So in case of gateway integration pattern, things do not require, that is things do not require any internet connection, and things can share the data to the gateway. From gateway the data can be passed to the cloud. So here intermediate node requires one internet connection. N number of things can be connected to one gateway. So instead of 500, consider that agriculture field application, instead of 500 SIM card, so we require only one SIM card, which means the 500 SIM cards can be reduced into one SIM card. So this is the advantage of gateway integration pattern. In present day market, we are working with gateway integration pattern. Next one is the cloud integration pattern. Here things are directly connected to the cloud using Web of Things API, but this is a developing one and it is under research. And the next, this diagram represents emerging technology. So in the emerging technology, things with direct integration pattern and gateway integration pattern which are connected to the cloud but this emerging technology not yet developed. It is still under research. So now available architecture is gateway integration pattern. So using gateway, the data can be passed to the cloud. So IoT architecture technology mainly consisting of 4 major components: sensor and devices, gateway and networks, cloud management service layer, and application layer. So we will see one by one. So these are the stages of your IoT solution architecture. So this is an elaborated diagram, that is 4-stage diagram, 4-stage IoT solution architecture. So the first stage will be your sensors and actuator. As I already told, sensors or actuator are the devices that are able to emit, accept and process the data over the network, and these are connected through wired or wireless, and most of the sensor need connectivity. So the connection of the sensors or actuator can be through a local area, can be connected through a local area network or personal area network. And next component is a gateway component. It is a very important component, as a large number of data are produced by the sensors and actuators. Need a high speed gateway and network to transfer the data. So this network can be of type local area network, so such as Wi-Fi, Ethernet, etc. Wide area network such as GSM, 5G, etc. 4G or 5G, etc. And next component is the edge IT. So edge in the IoT architecture is the hardware and software gateways that analyze and pre-process the data before transferring it to the cloud. So using sensor, we are collecting huge volume of data. So the cloud is responsible to process it, and most of the data are irrelevant for the cloud. So the importance of the role of this component is it will perform local processing or filtering before transferring data to the cloud, which means it will identify the relevant data. That data is transferred to the cloud. And the 4th stage is data center or cloud. So data center or cloud comes under management services, which process the information through analytics, management of device and security control. So beside this security controls and device management, the cloud transfer the data to the end user application. So thank you for watching.